Hello, everyone. Greetings, all. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So, I'm coming on because it's chat time, and I got time tonight. you know, it's late. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I am chilling right now. So, I just wanted to come on and just talk about what's current and what I see that's going on in the news. I got me some popcorn. This is my late night, snack and everything. So we're gonna snack, we're gonna chat, and just get into this. So I'm pretty sure you guys know by now the lawsuit that's going on with Cassie and Sean Diddy Love Diddy Bop Combs. you know. Anyhow, I'm pretty sure you all know by now. So if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I am Queenly Vibes. Greetings to you. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share the video, all of that good stuff. So let's jump into this and talk about it. Okay? This is cheese popcorn, by the way, which I love. So this is a mess. Let me get my lighting together. I hope it's. Let me go over some. Yeah. So this is, it's just a mess. Um, I'm just gonna give my thoughts and opinion um, towards the end after we unravel all of this and really just find out what we think is going on or what have you. We don't know. We weren't there. Um, of course, I want to talk about the character of Sean Combs. What a lot of people have been saying about him, how he portrays himself to be. We just, let's just get into it. So, anyhow, these are the allegations right now in the lawsuit. Cassie, who used to be signed to Bad Boy as a singer, she's now a model, actress. She's also a wife and mother, you know. And I want to talk about that as well. So, Cassie's, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura, alleged in the lawsuit filed against the producer and music mogul. I hate calling him that. Anyhow, in New York federal court, that Combs brought her into his ostentatious, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle not long after she met him and signed to his label when she was 19 and he was 37 in 2005. Okay. Attorney Ben Brafman said Combs vehemently, denies the allegations. Of course. Let's read on. Ventura now 37 herself, said Combs, now 54, began the pattern of abuse as soon as their relationship did. Let's talk about that a little bit. I'm going to read a little more, but okay, she was 19, he was 37. I totally get it. A lot of men like to date younger women around that age, 18, 19, because they want to, and not all, but some men like to have that total, um, complete control over a woman. They want the young woman to do everything that he says. He wants to be able to basically groom her into whatever he wants her to be, right? I was in a relationship, not quite like that, but similar in the sense of I was a young woman, he was older, and he wanted someone to do what he said, and that was my marriage when I was 18 years old. That's another story, but I can already see the pattern of what's going on here. So, let's talk about this. What was Cassie's upbringing like? Where were her parents at the time she was signed? I mean, yes, she was a legal adult, but who's really an adult at 18, 19, or what have you? Where was the guidance for her? You know, and we hear so many tragic stories of these young men and women going into the industry, being taken advantage of, and all of that, or what have you. And we've so far we've heard a lot about Mr. Sean Combs, who I don't personally care for. He, in my opinion, and when I say I don't care for him, I see darkness when it comes down to him. And he seems to have this image of himself, that he carries himself one way in front of the cameras, in front of the public eye. He tends to hold this image of, he have it all together, looking sharp, his tailor-made suits, his sunglasses, the looks of having it all together or what have you. But he looks like he have many different sides, to him. Usher lived with him when he was a young teenager, and I'm gonna say this: Usher's mom was nuts to allow her young teenage son to be living with this man just to get his career off the ground. It's completely nuts. There's just no way I would let my child in 10 feet of him, Now, and this is why I'm saying, hold on, popcorn. Who did Cassie have to help her out in her, while she was so young, getting into the Hollywood scene and all? Like, this is nuts. Anyhow, I'll get into some other things, but let's keep reading. So we already know that she went through this abuse early on, when they first got together. Okay. The suit alleges that, prone to uncontrollable rage, he subjected her to savage beatings in which he punched, kicked, and stumped her. Okay. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. It alleges he plied her with drugs and forced her to have sex with other men while he, okay, pleasured himself and filmed, what took place. Um, the suit says that as she was trying to end the relationship in 2018, Combs forced her into her Los Angeles home and, um, shall we say, took advantage of her, right? So we all know what that means, okay? Took advantage of her without her consent. After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships, Ventura said in a statement. Okay, and the lawsuit is she's demanding 30 million. Okay. Um, so we have some statements here, and I'm going to say allegedly. Now, this is the thing, and I know a lot of people will say, and definitely a lot of women will say, well, why did she stay with him for, I think she was with him for about a decade. Why did she stay with him? Why didn't she get out of it? Why this? Why that? Haven't you guys heard stories of young ladies being kidnapped and have had opportunities to escape their abuser, and they don't do it? They stay with the abuser, and I think the word for that is Stockholm syndrome, right? So, oh, there's an airplane. It's pretty loud. It's called Stockholm syndrome. She was a young girl. Um, and I'm not defending her. I'm just stating my opinions, and what I feel what happened with her. And like I said, being a young woman myself, I was married to a man older than me, street smarts, street savvy, all of that. He was grown in a whole lot of different ways where I was not grown. Okay. And so this is kind of like that same situation, the manipulation, the gaslighting, she was immature, a young woman trying to get into the Hollywood scene and, or what have you. So I can definitely see that happening to her. I can definitely believe her story. Now, when it comes down to Mr. Combs, we already know about his reputation. We know the reputation. He seems to be a complete savage in getting what he wants. And he just seems like the type that will stop at nothing until he get what he wants. He definitely seems to be a control freak. He definitely carries with him in his spirit what I can see just watching him on TV or what have you. I can just see that in his spirit is something very dark present there with him. He carries something very dark down in his spirit. Okay? And I just don't think it's healthy for people to really be around him. Like, there's no way I would ever want to work with him. Definitely do any type of business deals with him. We've seen how he's treated his artists, and he has had some of the best artists ever in R&B, rap, all of that. We've seen how this man moves. We see how he operates. Not to mention the rumors of his sexuality or what have you, which is his business. But he have a side to him that he definitely keeps private from the world, yet and still things are coming out about him now that I feel that people knew about him long ago, but things are coming out now. And he's still trying to carry this essence of he don't know what no one else is talking about. This is how he lives. And I don't know, we can definitely see that something isn't adding up with him. This man is of a particular age now. He doesn't believe in marriage. Um, look how he treated Kim. He didn't marry her. You know, um, what does that say about his character? Especially with him being of a particular age and, just producing children, no marriage, no settling with a woman. This man still behaves like a frat boy, like he's in college. He always just wants to party. It, you know, it reminds me of that Eddie Murphy song, "Party All the Time." Party all the time. Diddy wants to party all the time. So I don't know. There's a lot to be said. Um, I pray for Cassie. Um, and then also, I really pray that she's gotten a lot of therapy. I pray that she's still getting therapy because if she suffered over a decade of abuse, I'm just curious to know, because again, she's married now, she's a mother. She needs counseling, she needs therapy. And I pray that she got that, before she even got married or what have you, because there's a lot of things that need to be sorted out, in her life. Being a woman now of alleged abuse, because, she wouldn't want that to trickle down to her husband, her children, and I believe she have 2 daughters. So, I really pray for her. Do I believe her? Absolutely. Um, this is my opinion. Um, And like I said, I think Usher is coming out with a book, and Usher needs to, he needs to watch his back, if he's planning on revealing anything about Mr. Combs, because I don't know, people turn up missing around him when he doesn't like something, you know. And like I said, he's dark. He's very dark, and I wouldn't want to be associated with him. He's wicked. And so anyhow, that's my opinion about it. It's very unfortunate. I feel for her. I pray for her, and I also pray for Mr. Combs that he repents. You know, the God that I serve, He died for the sins of the world, so He still have a chance while He's still yet alive and breathing to give, to repent, right? Um, I love him with the love of the Lord. Don't like him. There's a difference. I don't like his character. I don't like what I feel about him, right? So anyhow, I pray that you all will have a blessed evening, and let's do good. Let's do the good out here, with God's help. Let's love you one another. Let's pray for each other. Men, learn to love women. Get some help. If you're out here abusing women and you have a cycle of abuse, maybe you grew up watching your father abuse your mom, or I don't know, maybe you've just been around men who've been very abusive. Get some help, because this is not how you should treat a woman ever. Please get some help. I do not respect any man that shows aggression towards any woman, period. I don't stand for it at all. We weren't created for that. God created us for you, not to abuse us. And you get to know who God is. You can learn how to love us as Christ loves the church. Yes, I'm getting preachy now, because it is what it is, because it's the truth. Get some help, Even like on my job and stuff like that. I notice sometimes certain men are very abusive, and I can only imagine how they treat their spouse or girlfriend or whatever at home, because I can tell how they speak to me sometimes, and they try to intimidate me or what have you. I don't like men like that. Completely disgusting. Seek help. Get some help, okay? Anyhow, I will see you guys next time. Take care. Be blessed, everyone.